Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 5 of Beyond the Scoreboard.
Yes, it is.
It
It's
was
going to
a
be a good
great
one.
weekend. It was a great weekend for football for some fans. For other fans, wasn't so great. Let's hop right into the 2-minute drill. We're going to hop right into the 2-minute drill. It's what we're going to call this of our 2 minutes. We're just going to run through the scores of all the games that happened in the NFL and in college football from this past weekend. See if we can get her done in 2 minutes.
Let's do it.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1. First up, Vikings, Rams. Rams win. A little bit of a surprising win. Nobody expected that Vikings get their second straight loss.
Bad call at the end of the game there, too. Missed call, rather.
Bears, Commanders. Bears lose on a Hail Mary pass. This game we will be breaking down a little bit later on. So we can go on ahead and move on from that one. Eagles, Bengals. Eagles actually looked pretty solid. Jalen Hurts had 4 total touchdowns, 3 of them rushing, 1 passing. Bengals are looking terrible.
This Browns-Ravens game, Browns 29-24 over the Ravens. Browns get their first win in 5 games. Oh, man, did they look good. Oh,
yes, Browns did look good.
Later.
Lions, Titans. Lions are for real. I don't see anybody beating the Lions. So that's that. Cardinals, Dolphins. Doesn't matter who's at QB for Dolphins. Dolphins are terrible.
Yeah.
Jets, Patriots. Drake May's pretty good.
Yeah. And Jets are awful.
Drake May's pretty good. Patriots might actually have found themselves something, and Aaron Rodgers is showing his age. Falcons, Bucks. Falcons get a big divisional win. With Kirk Cousins playing Kirk Cousins football, throwing for 4 touchdowns.
Baker looks good without Evans and Godwin, by the way, too.
Yes,
Just
he does.
Find that out.
Packers, Jags. Jordan Love gets hurt in this game, so a lot of question marks for Packers, but Packers did look all right. Texans, Colts. Texans win one late. A lot of questions with Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Chargers with a big 18-point win over the Saints. Saints are starting to come back down to earth, and Chargers might have found their footing.
Derek Carr does return next week, so we'll see how that
There
goes.
you go. Bills, Seahawks. Bills, kind of a top 3 team right now. I'll leave that at that. We'll talk about that later. Broncos looking pretty good with Bo Nix. Is Bo Nix better than Caleb Williams? That's the question. Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs not looking very good.
Not at all.
We didn't hit our time. We were close.
Man.
Chiefs ended up winning by 7 over the Raiders. It is what it is. 49ers get a big win against the Cowboys. And Steelers win against the Giants in a game where Russell Wilson looked decent.
Yeah. The Steelers' offense looked better than it did with Justin Fields, apparently. Like the averages have, so.
All right. Well, we almost made it.
All
right. Here we go.
Close.
Breakdown. First game.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. That's right. This is a rough one for you.
Bears, Commanders. All right. Let me break this down for you if you didn't watch the end of the game. Bears are winning. Okay. 15-12. They actually, so they're trailing. I take this back. They're trailing 7-12. Trailing 7-12. They drive down. They score this touchdown with 25 seconds left.
Look at the percentage there.
I am sitting in my car. I'm just, wow. I am so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to win this game. We are going to beat the Commanders. Yeah, look at this. Look at this right here.
The percentage. Yeah.
96.4. Okay. So then, Commanders get the ball back. Throw a little short passes, just trying to get some yards. I'm like, okay, they're going to try to get down, get into somewhat field goal position, and get a field goal. Bears special teams this year have already played pretty well. I've already blocked a punt or 2. I've already played pretty solid. So I'm like, I'm feeling good about it. They don't get as far as what they wanted to. So they got to go for a 52-yard Hail Mary pass. And what do they do?
Exactly that.
Why don't we take a look? Mind the ads.
Vivid Seats, the only ticket company.
Yeah,
of course. It's Tyreek Smith. Was it Tyreek Smith? Is his name correct? At the end,
Tyreek Stevenson.
Stevenson, that's what it is.
Tyreek Stevenson.
What a
All right.
he's gonna get ripped.
So here we go. There was 2 seconds on the clock.
This is the longest 0 seconds on a clock I've ever seen, by the way.
Yeah, I have a lot to. Yeah, there's a lot to decompose here. Tips.
And
Ball game? No.
oh man. Oh,
You
man.
can't imagine the pain I feel.
Yeah. I didn't even know Noah Brown was on the Commanders now.
Yes, Jarrett, that is correct.
Yeah.
The Bears. So those that didn't see it, it was posted on X today and on Facebook and on Instagram. The Bears have sent in a request to the NFL to replay that last play due to the amount of holding calls and the 2 block in the backs that were missed.
But that's never been done before. So
It's never been done before. But the thing that makes us as Bear fans feel good about it is that they are actually they accepted the request to actually look at it and see what they can do. They didn't say, yes, we're going to replay it. The thing is what I heard, they were either going to replay it this Wednesday or next Wednesday.
I feel like that if they start doing that now, you know how many games are going to be appealed?
Well, my thing is there's a whole bunch of those that are be like, okay, why didn't you do it for this game? Well, why didn't you do it for this game? What is going on?
Yeah, the Vikings-Rams game would get appealed.
Vikings-Rams game. They're at the end.
So
Vikings-Rams
game. It's a slippery slope.
The other one is the Saints-Rams a couple years ago with Drew Brees, the pass interference.
Yeah, that would have got appealed.
When the ref after the game said, yeah, I missed it.
Oh my gosh. That's a slippery slope.
So
they can't.
Is. I don't think they can either. But that's what happened at the end of the Bears game. Caleb Williams didn't look very fantastic. Went 10 for 24, 131 yards. DeAndre Swift looked real good. 18 carries, 129 and a touchdown. The defense, pass defense was terrible. The run defense was actually pretty solid. Pass defense allowed 326 passing yards.
See, and yeah, this is another good point. They have had training previously, the refs are kind of go to class or school or whatever. So I mean, it's I don't know what you do about the refs in this situation though. Obviously they're going to miss
to some degree. I kind of agree. I'm okay, let it play on. End of the game.
It's but that it also it's not the ref's fault.
It's
that
not.
Ball. That the fact the chance of that happening is so slim that
let me see if I can find the video of Stevenson.
Oh yeah, that what is he doing? That's on him.
Okay, so those that haven't seen it, go onto YouTube and look up Tyreek Stevenson, and I'm sure the person's going to pop up while the play is going on. The play has already been snapped. The ball was snapped, and he's standing in the far corner of the end zone, jawing at the Commanders fans. Turns around, the guys are all the way halfway down the field. So he sprints over. He's the one that ends up tipping the ball. It makes me wonder as a Bears fan, what's it like if he's already standing back there ready?
Yeah, exactly. He's not does he swat the ball down? Does he
swat it down instead of tipping it up? Is he in better position? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
It just makes you wonder.
Exactly. You can't have that as a Bears fan.
But
yeah, you can't have that.
Whatever. It's the end of the game. Bears still have plenty of hope left. I still got plenty of hope left for the Bears. We got a lot of season left.
For sure.
Moving on.
Yes, sir.
What the Browns needed to happen happened.
Exactly. And I can't believe that I picked against my Cleveland Browns. What was I thinking?
You need to start doing it more often.
Yeah, I guess. Because holy cow. It's weird to me. Watson stops playing and the Browns win. Winston is the answer, by the way. I saw a stat which there was a few balls that he threw that I was ooh, that should have been intercepted. The Ravens DBs, they did not have hands because holy cow, they dropped so many interceptions. But
yeah, it was not a very well played game by the Ravens. On offense or defense, Derrick Henry couldn't get going either. 11 carries, 73 yards, a touchdown. You look at that, man, that's not bad. That's over 6 yards a carry. But at the same time, when you look at what his stats had been all year, that's bad for Derrick Henry.
And he did not get going at all. That wasn't until the fourth quarter that he finally got going. But the Browns have the best defense against Derrick Henry through his career. They have been able to stop him the best. And I mean, Winston is the only quarterback this year to throw 40 plus or have 40 plus attempts and not throw an interception. So, I mean,
beautiful.
The Browns
No,
are
I
on
think
a
Browns found their guy.
roll.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, the AFC North isn't fantastic this year outside of Pittsburgh, and I don't think Pittsburgh's that fantastic. They don't
No.
have a great offense.
I feel like the Ravens will win the division. Browns with the rest of their record, they have a few tough games in the division with the Steelers and Ravens. They have the Ravens again and the Steelers twice. Yeah. I think they have a chance of playoffs. Call me crazy.
No, I definitely do too. All right.
Oh man, gets me excited.
All right, this is a game that I am not sure if I'm excited to talk about. Oh wait, no, sorry. We'll move on to this one next.
Yeah.
This one I don't think we're gonna spend very much time on. Except for the fact that Lions are dominant.
Man, the Lions are just insane.
When you don't even throw for 100 yards in a football game and still score 52 points.
I mean, David Montgomery threw a touchdown pass. That's how dominant they are.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at this box score for the Lions.
I mean,
passing. Yeah, they did. Yeah, see?
Hendon Hooker came into play.
Because of the sacks. But, these three guys passing, they threw for 94 yards.
That's insane to me. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs had a great game.
Jahmyr Gibbs had a heck of a game.
How did they score 52 points? Where did it all come from? 3 touchdown passes from.
Well, and then
it's their special teams. That's
special
what it
teams.
is. The special teams had a crazy game. I mean, Cleve Raymond had 200.
Touchdown.
Yeah. Cleve Raymond had 200 return yards, I believe. Oh, yeah 190.
190.
That's insane.
And then they had one kick return for 72 yards.
Yeah. That's insane. I mean, if you're the Titans, what do you I think you just give up.
Imagine having Jake Bates in fantasy, 7 extra points and 1 field goal. It's field goal 51 yards.
Phew.
Kidding me?
He got 20 some points guaranteed. Oh my gosh.
Guaranteed.
That would have been he would have won me in fantasy this week.
Yeah, won me too.
That would have been nice.
So Lions are legit. Lions are my Super Bowl pick.
Yeah, they're
this team, on the other hand,
holy cow,
down the toilet bowl.
They're awful. The Jet, I thought they'd be contenders. No,
it's about Aaron Rodgers is showing his age.
Yeah, is it? I feel like it almost comes down to the defense too, though, because how is the defense?
It comes down to the defense as well, but at the same time, when you are dead last in your division, with the roster that you have,
yeah,
come on.
But how does their defense get so bad?
Yeah,
they have so many good pieces on that defense. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
honestly,
I totally agree. But yeah, Jets are in a heap of trouble.
I thought they'd be playoff contenders, but no.
I did too.
Yeah, no.
Well, yeah. So
and then,
all right, moving on.
Yes, sir.
Geiger gauge and your Roach rankings.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay,
let's go ahead and.
I'm gonna let you start.
Oh, all right. Sounds good. I got let's see here. I got 1. I have Lions. Then I got Chiefs at 2, Bills at 3, Packers at 4, Ravens at 5, Vikings at 6, Commanders at 7, Steelers at 9, Steelers at 8, Texans at 9, Eagles at 10, and then I have the Broncos, Falcons, and Bears as honorable mentions. Oh, and the Browns as honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, feel like you had to.
I don't hate the list.
I was stuck on the Eagles and Broncos at the end of the list. I didn't know who I wanted to put in at 10 there.
Yeah. Our list is somewhat similar, but at the same time, it's not very similar.
Really? Let's hear it.
Okay. Lions, Bills.
Okay.
Chiefs.
Yep.
Commanders.
Wow.
Texans.
Wow.
Packers.
Wow.
Vikings, Steelers, Falcons, Broncos.
Wow. Okay, so you had Texans at 4 or 5,
Texas at 5.
even after they barely won against the Colts and Anthony Richardson, who threw 2 for 15 in the first half.
Yep.
That's crazy to me.
I'm gonna tell you why. They lost. You can pretty much call it a nuisance in their locker room.
With Diggs? Yeah, I forgot about that. Diggs is out.
Yeah. So they lost their nuisance, is what I'm going to start calling him.
And you
still... All right, wait a minute. We completely forgot. We got to do our breaking news.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of it today.
Yeah, Diggs is out for the year.
Is out for the year. Anthony Richardson gets benched.
Good.
For Joe Flacco, which is good for the Colts.
And Deontay Johnson gets traded to the Ravens. The Ravens are... We're going
to talk about that later on.
The Ravens just became a powerhouse because...
No.
Yeah. Do you think it's worse for them?
Not that good.
He's a stud.
Okay. On the Panthers that suck?
Did you see what Andy Dalton did with him?
It don't matter.
No.
It don't matter.
And what he did on the Steelers?
Yeah,
before Pickens?
He was on the Steelers. He did all right. But that's because with Pickens, you couldn't throw the ball down the field with Kenny Pickens.
He did good with
throw it short, so then he had to make a move.
Exactly. He had to make a move.
Yeah, but now you got Lamar, who his short range passes aren't great. His long range passes, okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, but with Rashad Bateman playing the way he did last week, awful. Rashad Bateman played horrendous. Yeah, that's not happening often, Jarrett. So don't get used to it. I'm not going to defend the Ravens very, very often. So, but anyways, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Wow,
that's insane.
I left the Ravens off my list.
Well,
I just realized that.
You got to throw them in there somewhere.
Yeah.
It has to be above the Texans.
No.
You don't think the Ravens...
Nope. All right. I figured it out.
Oh, no.
Okay. Updated list. Ready?
Let's hear
Lions, Bills, Chiefs, Commanders, Texans, Packers, Vikings, Steelers, Ravens, Falcons.
That's insane to me. I don't know if I like that list.
The Ravens just lost to the Browns.
Okay. Understandable.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a breakdown of why. Lions, it's
obvious. Yeah.
You can't. Bills over Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes has played like crap all year long.
No, I agree 100%.
Josh Allen is still my MVP vote.
Jared
if I had an AP vote, mine is going to Josh Allen.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Bills.
That's the only reason why I have Bills over Chiefs. Commanders at 4. Jane Daniels is going to be the face of the NFL here in 2 years.
Oh, man.
As a Bears fan, I am mad we didn't take him with the number 1 pick. I love Caleb.
Yeah.
Hey, I think Caleb is a pretty decent football player. I saw strides from Caleb Sunday that I hadn't seen all year, and that is his ability to extend plays with his legs.
I think this is the worst game he's played. One of the worst
games.
Wise,
I'll give it to you there. Yes.
He could.
The decision making, I think it was his best game.
Really?
I think being able to step out of the pocket and take off. I mean, he had a 18-yard carry that we hadn't seen from him all year.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Texans at 5. It's because Stephon Diggs is out of the locker room.
See,
if you hear the way the Bills talked about him, you'll understand.
So he might be a diva, but at the same time, he still offers that skill that he is essential to the team.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been super impressed with him so far this year.
That's fair. He's been.
And so maybe you could throw in another guy. So now think of it this way:
Dell,
Nico Collins and Tank Dell will now get more receptions with Stephon out.
Is Nico hurt?
He's back now.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's back now. Packers at 6. I was going to put the Packers at 4 But with the injury to Jordan Love, and with Jordan Love being day-to-day, they don't know how long he's out. I had to drop
I
him.
did forget about that.
I think Malik Willis is going to be a decent guy
See,
to
that's the
step
other
in that
thing.
role, but he's not going to give you the value that Jordan Love gives you.
Yeah. But he did fine against who did they play when he was out? Jordan Love was out earlier this year. The Titans.
Titans, so
yeah, which is funny because they got him from the Titans. So
Vikings at 7. I'm not dropping Vikings all the way out yet. I still think Vikings are a good team.
Yeah,
I think if the trade rumors are true, the Vikings can jump into a top 5 spot. But until they are confirmed, you haven't heard?
Which ones?
One of the Vikings.
That's okay. That's what is. But is it Stafford and Cup? Because Cup just posted on his TikTok like a whole Rams like sobs story song. So a Stafford Cup combo to the Vikings would be insane.
Think about this. Okay, so the trade that I heard was Stafford and Cup for.
You trade Darnold and Jefferson
to Sam Darnold for Sam Darnold, Aaron Jones, and a 2nd round pick.
But who's your running back? Cam Akers? No way you. I don't like that. No way. The Rams don't need Aaron Jones. They have Kyron Williams.
I know, or the other one that I heard was Jordan Addison.
That would make more sense.
And like at this point, Vikings don't. If Vikings got Cooper Kupp and replaced Addison with Cooper Kupp, what an upgrade.
Fine. Yeah, because he's young, but
a very, very, very big upgrade.
Puka and Jordan Addison. But then Kupp and Jefferson with Stafford. That team's winning. That team's gonna win. That team's gonna win a lot.
Unless those rumors come true, I'm keeping Vikings at 7. Steelers at 8. I jumped Steelers from let's see where I had them last week.
I have Steelers at 8 as well.
I had Steelers at 9, so I jumped Steelers 1 this week.
I just feel like the way they played against the Giants was like it was okay.
Yeah, and like the Giants aren't a great team. Giants might have found something at running back though. Did you watch that game?
Oh, with what's his name?
Tyrone Tracy from Purdue.
Yeah, he jumped off the ball right and started second half. Wow, yeah, he's good.
Okay, Ravens at 9. I dropped Ravens from 5 to 9.
Okay.
The loss to the Bills. That's or to the Browns. That's it.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else I can say about it.
Hey, Browns are good.
Browns are good. All right.
Eagles.
And then Falcons.
Okay. See, that's fair. I don't know.
But I think the Eagles are too inconsistent.
So are the Falcons.
I agree, but the Eagles will go, but my thing is especially with Jalen Hurts. Kirk Cousins has played the same way all year. Jalen Hurts, though, has been like one game he'll go off for 500 yards and whatnot. The next game, he's going to go off for 3 touchdowns and 300 yards.
See, but that's kind of how Kirk's been a consistent 2 to 3, but then he had the 5 against Tampa. I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with Falcons at 10 because I had them in contention for that 10 spot, but it's I feel like the way the Eagles beating the Bengals the way they did is more impressive to me than the Falcons having a close game against the injured Bucks.
But I think my other thing is I think we need one more week to really evaluate this Falcons team. We've kind of been saying that all year, but we really do. We need one more week to really evaluate this Falcons team.
Well, I mean, Saquon Barkley has done amazing on the Falcons.
And I think the same thing with the Eagles. If the Eagles can play this again, if the Eagles can play like this again next week, because it always feels like it's one week they play really good, the next week they play terrible.
Yeah.
I think they got to figure out a lot of stuff with their defense.
Yeah.
And then my honorable mentions, I have Broncos, who there's a big question I'm going to ask later. I already kind of teased it, but there's a big question I'm going to ask later that I saw posted on TikTok today. And then Bears. I dropped Bears from 10 to 12. I still think can be a top 10 team. You lost to a Commanders team that you weren't
really
supposed to
good.
win that game.
Yeah.
And you had a chance to win the game with some coaching. Yeah.
Yeah.
You lost. So I feel like my list is solid. There's a few things you could probably flip-flop here and there, but I think my top 3, what was your top 3?
It's the same, except I have the
Okay.
Lions.
So yeah,
Chiefs,
that's the
Bills.
thing. I feel like most people's top 3 is the same.
Yeah.
But you can flip-flop 2 and 3 any way you want. You can't move Lions from 1.
Now, I feel like anyone who has the Chiefs over the Lions has not watched a Chiefs game. They're only looking at their record.
So
The Chiefs have not played good.
I'm going to make a statement right now, and we can save this for the end of the year and see what it's like. Lions will win the Super Bowl by 2 scores or more.
I don't think so.
There's nobody in the AFC that can compete with that Lions team.
Have you seen the Bills?
But this is a Lions team that is missing their best defensive player.
That is true. But
And they're still just pounding it into people.
But the Lions beating the Titans like they did doesn't mean much. The Lions having a close game with the Vikings, yes. The Lions beating the Cowboys now, that was impressive.
You want to... Wait, can you do that? Oh, wait, I got it. Never mind. All right, here we go. Lions schedule. The loss to the Bucks, which at that time was not a bad loss.
Yeah, that's the
win against the Vikings at that time was really, really good because that was Vikings' first loss.
Yeah. I mean, that is a really...
And I still view that as a really good win.
That is.
Packers, if you go to the Packers and win, I think regardless of if Jordan Love is playing, that's still a good win.
I disagree. I feel like they're gonna win without Jordan Love.
Going to Houston, it's hard to play down in Houston.
If they win in Houston,
it's hard to play in Lambeau though too.
That is true. It is hard to play in Lambeau. If they win in Houston, depending on
these 2,
yeah,
then you are back home for the Jags, who have not played well. You go to the Colts, who there's a lot of question marks with everything with the Colts, especially at QB.
If Flacco's playing, yeah.
You back home for the Bears, which
it's a hard schedule.
It's a very hard schedule because they're Bears, who are not a pushover this year. We saw that Sunday. Back home for the Packers. That time they'll have Jordan Love back, most likely.
Hopefully.
Then you're home for the Bills, who are my number 2 team with the number 1 quarterback this year.
That's a hard game.
Then you go to Chicago. It ain't easy to play at Chicago either.
Mm-mm.
And then you go to the 49ers, who at that point will have Christian McCaffrey back. And then you come back home for the Vikings, who may or may not have Matthew Stafford at that time.
Yeah, that's a hard schedule.
It is a very hard schedule. But imagine this team goes into the playoffs with 2 losses or 1 loss. And that's without your number 1 pass rusher. And that's if the other trade rumors aren't true either.
I don't know about all that.
Myles Garrett?
They are not getting Myles Garrett.
Who else is trying to get Myles Garrett?
The Bears.
The Bears.
Which is not. He is not going to go to Chicago.
Imagine though.
He will not leave Cleveland.
Sweat on one side and Myles Garrett on the other.
I will burn this jersey if he goes to the Bears. I will burn it.
I'd love to see it.
He is not. If he leaves Cleveland, I'll cry.
But either way, I'm still. I don't see anybody beating the Lions.
Yeah, no.
Even looking at that schedule, like in the playoffs, I don't see it. I think the Lions are setting themselves up to be a powerful playoff team.
See, I also feel like, I don't know. The Ravens could be really good. Like if they play the Ravens. The other thing is the Ravens have to get there.
Yeah. That's the thing. Ravens have to get there. I mean, the Bills are obviously. I think it's going to be Lions-Bills.
Yeah.
I think this is finally the year where Josh Allen gets it done against Mahomes in the playoffs.
Yeah. See, I was talking with my friend Jarrett, and he said the Ravens are their own worst enemy. You know, like they play to the other team's level. like the
Yeah.
Browns this week, and it
And
comes down.
that would help you against the Lions because the Lions are that good.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the same time, like, if the Ravens run into even if they run into a Texans or something like that in the playoffs, like
Yeah,
CJ Stroud, because I don't think CJ Stroud's played amazing either.
no.
I think if
not at
CJ
all.
Stroud can turn into the rookie season CJ Stroud again, I think the Texans can knock some people out of the playoffs, including I think the Texans could knock off the Chiefs.
I think they lose in the divisional to the Texans do pretty much no matter what, unless they play the Chiefs.
To me, and I think I see the Chiefs as a first or second round exit.
Yeah, I could see them losing the wild card. Pretty like
I mean, because I haven't seen enough from Patrick Mahomes this year. Steve Spagnuolo and that defense are obviously unbelievable.
that's the only reason they're winning games.
But when it comes to that offense, I can't put it all on Mahomes. They don't have weapons. Like, obviously you have D-Hop now.
Well, yeah,
and then you
but
have,
he was limited this week, so
limited. You have Xavier Worthy.
Yeah.
And a rookie. That's the guy you're leaning on as your number 2 receiver? Are you kidding me?
Can't have that.
And then obviously you have Kelsey, who at the beginning of the season was not Kelsey. Obviously he's kind of gotten back into form a little bit. But what if he regresses again? Think about this. What if D-Hop gets hurt?
The thing.
What if D-Hop and Worthy get hurt? Who are you going to?
The problem with the Chiefs is that it doesn't even matter because they always find a way to win, and I don't understand.
They find a way to win, and that's the gift of Mahomes. Everyone wants to talk about, when you play the Chiefs, you're also playing against the refs. Whatever, you can watch plays and you can determine that for yourself. Yeah. It's honestly, there's no way to say Chiefs are cheating or Chiefs are not cheating. There's no way to definitively say they're cheating or they're not.
Agreed.
Because nobody knows. All your Chiefs fans and all your Chiefs players and whatnot are gonna say no. Of course, all the other people that you play against whatnot are gonna say you are, and then the refs are gonna be like, no, we're not. They gotta, integrity.
Yeah.
But that's the gift of Mahomes. Mahomes is going to give you those plays. I hate it too.
I hate it.
As a guy that hates to see the same team be dominant every year.
It's like the Patriots.
It's just like how the Patriots were.
But I don't know.
I think we can almost officially say this has been a dynasty.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
They're in a dynasty.
They've won
and you don't see it very often.
Yeah.
The Cowboys from the 80s and 90s. I consider that a dynasty.
The Steelers from what, the 70s?
The Steelers in the 70s.
Patriots in the 2000s, 2010s.
Patriots 2000s, 2010s. And now we've got the Chiefs. I guess you could say the Packers when they first introduced the Super Bowl era.
Yeah, the 50s.
But outside of 2 or 3 years, the Packers weren't really fantastic. I think the longevity 60s. Of a team that has played the best throughout a certain amount of time, I don't think is the Patriots nor the Chiefs. For me, it's the Steelers.
Oh, for sure. The fact that they've gone above 500 for how many?
Tomlin's never had a losing season.
And it's 18 years?
Yeah.
That's just
Tomlin's never had a losing season. Before that, you were an amazing franchise.
The Steelers are I hate to say it because
I know you hate to say it as Browns fan and everything, but I think there are very few franchises that we can look at and say that is one heck of a franchise.
For sure.
And for me, it hurts to say I think Packers are one.
Oh, for sure. The Packers.
I think
the front office for the Packers are so good. Drafting Jordan Love at the time, everyone hated it, but it was such a good decision. They sat behind Aaron Rodgers. He learned they know how to draft and build quarterbacks, and It's crazy to
For
me.
me, I think even pre-2010 Bears,
Yeah,
that Bears franchise, pre-2010,
it's
I
gotten a
mean, you
little.
brought in guy like Devin Hester.
Yeah,
You had Walter Payton, Gale Sayers, Mike Ditka, Brian Urlacher.
yeah,
I mean, all those guys from from the Monsters of the Midway. Charles Peanut Tillman. I mean, there's not very many franchises you can say are like that. And I'm not sure I'm ready to throw the Chiefs in there yet.
no, not yet. But
Like,
I
I'm ready
wouldn't be
to say
surprised.
I can confidently say the Chiefs have a dynasty. I cannot
A
confidently
few more
say
years.
I can't confidently say that the Chiefs franchise is one of those franchises. I can't compare them to a Packers, to a Patriots, to a Steelers, to a Bears, to a. I can't do that yet.
A few more years, and
I agree. I think a few more years, then they could get to that point. I think the 49ers franchise,
yeah, yeah,
Steve Young and all
Montana.
those guys, Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice,
Yeah,
those type of guys, T.O., like those type guys are. And I think Mahomes is there to the point I'm about to make. The things that make those franchises so good is they bring in franchise changing players.
yeah,
Joe Montana, Jerry Rice for the 49ers. Those are your two big ones for the 49ers.
yeah.
Bears, Mike Ditka, Brian Urlacher, Walter Payton. Packers, obviously, your quarterbacks.
And you had Favre,
Favre,
Rodgers.
obviously Rodgers, and now it's looking like Love.
Yeah.
I mean, then you go to the Patriots. Obviously, you had Brady.
Yeah. I mean, that's all.
I
That's all
mean,
you didn't
that's
know more than that.
Gronk, Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Like, you have those type players. And Mahomes, I feel like, is a franchise-changing player. But he can't do it himself.
No. And you see that this year.
And you're putting him in that position to where I think that's the reason why Mahomes doesn't look that good this year. Is he has to do it all himself.
He doesn't have anyone, yeah. I mean, he has Kelsey, but like you said, Kelsey has not been himself.
Imagine if Tyreek Hill was still there.
Oh, team would be crazy. If he had Tyreek, that team would be. Then I would say the Chiefs are good.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. I'm kind of rambling. All right. That kind of take us into Roach's rants, but
oh man,
that was my portion. All right.
What are we starting
with?
The Browns. I tell you what.
My answer is no.
They're making the playoffs.
You're about to say the answer is no.
They're making the playoffs.
Maybe.
Because of how good Winston has played. Chubb's back. They have, I can tell you their schedule off the top of my head right now. They play the Chargers, then they have the bye, then they play the Saints, they play the Steelers at home. They play. They play the Steelers in Cleveland.
Start back over at the beginning of the schedule. I'll tell you when I lost.
They play the Chargers this week. It's a win.
Wait, are you home or away?
They play the Chargers at home.
Well, then win.
Okay. Then they're on the bye.
Okay.
They play the Saints.
Win.
Yep. Then they play the Steelers at home.
Loss.
Nope, it's at home. It's in
I
Cleveland.
don't think it matters.
I do. Then they play, I believe, the Dolphins. No, Broncos. They play the Broncos.
Loss.
I disagree. I think the Browns beat the Broncos for the first time in, decades probably.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. 3-1.
Then they play the Steelers again. Away. Yep. Then they play the Chiefs, which someone has to beat them. So, all right, fair enough. They play the Bengals, which they have not been swept by the Bengals with Joe Burrow. Since Joe Burrow has like a 1 or 2 and 7 record.
This year they get swept because I think Bengals are starting to figure things out.
They just lost 37-17.
I understand.
By the Eagles.
I understand. I still think they're starting to figure some things out. I think it's time. Okay, so you're 4-3. How many left?
They play the Dolphins, win. Then they play the Ravens, week 18, but
Oh,
the
wait.
Ravens will bench their starters. Yep.
So 6 more wins and 3 more losses. What's
So
that put
that's
your record at?
8-9. But I think
And
they
I
go.
think and I think with a crappy AFC, I think
They
you
can
get
make the
in.
playoffs. I think they go 9-8 and make the playoffs, though. Realistically, I think
So
they
what's
beat
your other win in there?
the Bengals.
Bengals. Understandable.
I think
And
they lose.
like I don't think you guys go. I think your ceiling is 9-8, and I think your floor is 6-11.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Or
No,
and maybe even 5-12. I don't know if I can confidently say 5-12, but I think your other losses that you could throw in there, you might lose both to the Steelers if Steelers can keep playing like how they are. Obviously, the Bengals one that I said earlier,
I
and then
disagree.
maybe the Chiefs.
I see. I think we lose to the Chiefs and Steelers, and that's it. And I think we go 9-8. Browns are making the playoffs, baby.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And I think this year it could happen where a 8-9 team get in, like how it happened last year in the NFC.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think it could happen in the AFC because the AFC is bad.
The AFC is so weak. Hey, but question: if the Browns make the playoffs, is Jameis Winston the MVP?
No,
I think he is.
no, he's not. Okay.
To turn the Browns around like he will. Holy
But at the
cow!
same time, look at Josh Allen. Look at what Josh Allen has done, even before he had a good number one.
That's an MVP caliber level play.
No. Josh Allen.
Oh my goodness. Jameis Winston, MVP winner. Holy cow.
Actually, I got something a little bit later on for you.
Also,
all right, what's your next topic?
Anthony Richardson should not be in the NFL.
I disagree, but I think Anthony Richardson would make a decent backup.
I was talking to my friend Carson, and he's a Colts fan, and he's defending Anthony Richardson right now, and I'd be all for it if he did not pull himself out of the play.
And that's the thing. I cannot defend him when he pulled himself out of a game. If he wouldn't have pulled himself out, if he was like actually hurt and didn't pull himself out, they pulled him off, I would still confidently say, okay, maybe he's still a starting quarterback. He just needs to stay healthy. I can't confidently say he makes a good starting quarterback because that says something not about his play, but as
his attitude,
about his character.
Exactly. 100%. No starting quarterback has ever pulled themselves out of a game in the middle of a drive. It's third and goal. It is third and goal. What are you doing?
You know what's a good one to look at? Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. He's broken collarbone and he goes and
broke his collarbone. Didn't matter. I'm staying in this game.
Exactly. That is the type of quarterback that is leading your team. Anthony Richardson, I was tired. I don't care. Go out there and snap that ball and play.
I mean, pivotal part of the game. Like you were
exactly. That's for the AFC South.
It was third something. It's third and something.
It's third and goal.
Yeah, third and goal.
That's for the AFC South right there, and you're pulling yourself out of the game. That is unacceptable.
Yeah.
I don't care. It makes that shows the attitude of him. Oh, he stepped out of the game mid-drive, that's for sure. He did a little bit more than that, I think.
But no, I totally agree. I think he still belongs in the NFL, but I think his best position is either a backup or a practice squad guy. Because even as a practice squad guy, he would be a good guy that could mimic a Justin Fields, a Russell Wilson, a Lamar Jackson, a Jaden Daniels.
And
because he's mobile.
Maybe he'll learn from it by getting benched this week. Maybe he'll
learn. And I think he does. And I think honestly, having Joe Flacco in his locker room
to mentor
will help him.
And maybe it'll be kind of like Kyler Murray, where the media was like, "Oh, he's not even trying to learn; he's just playing Call of Duty and doing maybe it'll kind of be an experience like that for him." But man, that is just unacceptable.
That's a good point to make. That was a good one to bring up. You got any others?
No, that was my only for like the week because that one got me
No,
going.
I like that. I like that. Okay, you have any questions for this week?
Going kind of off that. So you think does Flacco stay the starter for the rest of the year then? Because I
No.
think he should. You
I
think?
think he should, but I don't think he will because Colts have even said Anthony Richardson is their franchise guy. And I
Yeah.
don't feel like he played a little bit last year, obviously got hurt in game 4. Played
Yeah.
this year, got hurt, came back. Whatever happened this week, too tired, was banged up, whatever happened.
Yeah.
And if he gets healthy or whatever, I don't feel like you can keep him out.
See, yeah, here's Carr. No. See, I don't know.
That's funny.
I feel if they want to win, they play Flacco.
I would agree, but I think if they get to the point in the season where their playoff hopes are kind of out of the window, I think that's when you can bring Richardson in and or almost have him come in later on in like a game like that. Flacco's already if you get into a game where you're up by 3 scores or something, 2 scores even, bring him in and have Flacco standing on the sideline and ready to where if you see any sort of signs of anything going wrong, you just turn up Flacco and say go.
Yeah. And I saw something that I thought was kind of funny. If you have several quarterbacks, you can just go in and out of the game, like a bunch of backups, like a bullpen. There we go. A bullpen of quarterbacks. You just throw in a game, like one starts losing, you throw in the next one. You have like Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston, Flacco on a team. You just keep throwing them in. Like,
yeah.
I mean, why hasn't a team done that yet? Like, you don't have
I don't know.
starting quarterback.
So I thought that's what Steelers were going to do this year
with Fields and Wilson. Yeah, they wanted to. They wanted to do a double-headed monster this week with their quarterbacks, but Fields was hurt.
Maybe we see it next week.
That'd be cool. That'd be fun. I'd like to see that.
You got any others?
No, that's it from Roach Rants.
I don't have any questions.
All righty, it's a time for the picks. All righty, let's get in this.
All right,
this is an interesting few games. There's not too many.
No.
But there's 3 games on here that I'm very interested to see how it'll go. It's the last.
I think there's quite a few on here that I'm like, hey.
Yo, yeah.
This could be one of the best weeks we've seen in the NFL.
I was looking at next week's slate too. Oof.
Week 10.
Yeah, week 10 is really good.
Thursday Night Football. Texans Jets.
It's not even a question.
I don't think so either. I think going Texans.
Wait, the Jets are favored
because they're at home, and I think it's because the injury to Stephon Diggs.
That's insane to me.
Bears Cardinals. That game's not till 4:05.
I have the Bears. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals win, though.
I wouldn't either, but I think Bears. It's a revenge game for them. After it happened last week, kind of need to step it up.
Yeah.
Cowboys, Falcons.
I'm going to do Falcons.
I got Falcons.
Yeah.
Cowboys have looked that bad. I think Cowboys missed the playoffs.
Oh, I have them. I think when I was doing my season prediction, I have them 7-6 wins. So, yeah.
Bills, Dolphins.
Bills.
Yeah, this one's not going to be close either. Allen goes for 3 touchdowns in this one.
Yeah.
Raiders, Bengals.
This might be closer than what this is saying. I think it could definitely be close. So but I'm going Bengals.
This is my upset of the week. I'm going Raiders.
You're going Raiders. Fine by me.
Browns, Chargers.
I want to
I'm going Chargers.
The Browns. Okay, I'm going Browns. But if I pick the Browns, hopefully they don't lose. But I'm going Browns. So they better not lose though.
Patriots, Titans.
Drake May's hurt, but Jacoby Brissett looks good.
Yeah, but is Drake May playing? Have they announced?
No, Brissett. I'm pretty sure Brissett's playing. I think. I'm going Patriots, though.
So am I. I think Patriots get it done.
Yeah, the Titans do not look good.
Commanders, Giants says ain't going to be close.
Yeah, Commanders.
Saints, Panthers.
Saints.
Oh,
Derek Carr's back.
yeah, you're right. Saints, Broncos, Ravens.
That'll be a good one, actually.
Ravens at home.
The Ravens are going to bounce back, though.
I'm going Broncos. This is
Okay,
my upset week.
I hope you're wrong because I need the Broncos to lose for the Browns' sake.
Phillies,
Don't know.
Eagles.
Let's
Give
go
me
Eagles.
Or sorry, Eagles, Jaguars, not Philly Eagles.
Let's go Eagles. Let's go Eagles.
Lions,
Trevor Lawrence
Packers.
hasn't been
This one will be fun.
These are the games that are going to be really good. These last 3 to 4.
Give me the Lions.
I'm going Packers. No. I'm going Lions. Jordan Love's out. Yeah, I'm going Lions.
Well, he's not officially out yet. He's day to day.
I feel like he's still going to be out. I'm going Lions.
I agree. I don't think for me, it doesn't matter who's that quarterback. They lose either way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Ravens or Rams, Seahawks. See, there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game.
Yeah.
And I think Seahawks get the better of them.
I think Rams.
Okay.
The way the Rams played last week with Cup back, Puka back.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Bucks, Chiefs. This is when Chiefs get their first loss.
I disagree. I'm going Chiefs.
Okay.
Nope. I'm going Bucks. Actually, I'm taking it back. Going Bucks. Colts, Vikings.
Oh, we missed Colts, Vikings. You're right.
Yep.
Colts, Vikings. Sorry.
Yeah, I also have Vikings.
Okay, top into college football for this week.
Man,
I'm
Baker's
not sure how good the games are this week.
There's not very many. I was looking at that's the only good one.
I'm sorry, Ayden.
No, you're
Penn
wrong.
State.
You're wrong.
I knew you'd take Ohio State.
Wait, have you seen Penn State's offense this year? And Drew Aller's out.
Is he officially out for this game? Because he got hurt last week.
I'm pretty sure he's out.
Let's look and see if they've said anything. Game time call.
Oh, well, either way, their offense sucks. And Ohio State has the third best scoring offense.
Yeah, but that Nittany Lion defense, though, is pretty good.
But Ohio State's offense is better.
Okay.
So,
all right. Respect.
But yeah. The Miami game could be decent. Miami Duke.
I think Miami wins, though.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, we'll write that one down.
There's really not that many good games this
week.
week.
Illinois, Minnesota.
Yeah, Illinois will win.
I'm gonna take Illinois.
Minnesota's favored?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oregon, Michigan, that won't be a game. I'm not even looking at it.
No. Georgia, Florida could be a game. Who knows? It's SEC.
SEC's wild this year. IU heads to Michigan State.
They blow them out of the water.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a 21-point victory minimum.
A&M goes South Carolina.
A&M's no.
This one could be sneaky good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because if you remember, Kentucky was in the game against Georgia.
Yeah, that could be good.
I'm still going to take Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Pitt at SMU.
That'll be a good one.
I think Pitt gets it done. Pitt's going to stay undefeated.
Pitt looked good last week.
Yeah, they did. And this game could decide the ACC.
Yeah, depending on Miami
and Clemson. I mean, because
is Clemson undefeated? Yeah, they are.
There's 4 undefeated in the ACC.
Who else is undefeated?
Clemson.
Oh, I guess those two. Yeah.
SMU, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take Pitt.
There's really not that many.
You're taking Pitt or SMU on that one?
I'm taking Pitt. Yeah.
We're gonna go do the Purdue game too, because I think this is the week they get it done.
They're favored. No, they're not. Northwestern is by 1.5.
Northwestern. I'm taking Purdue.
Or by 1. I'm taking Northwestern. Yeah. Sorry about it.
Ooh, that one will be good.
That will be.
Give me Wisconsin.
I was also gonna say Wisconsin. I think the Ole Miss game is going to be good too.
Probably. Guess what starts Monday?
Basketball.
Bro.
Yeah.
Let's do some picks with this because we won't have a show before this.
Yeah, true.
All right.
You know what?
Purdue, Texas A&M, Corpus Christi.
Purdue. I'll go Purdue.
Texas, Ohio State.
I'm going to go with an upset.
Of course you are.
Well, I have to.
I'm taking Texas.
Oh,
there's a good one down here. I saw it
oh yeah,
earlier
there was
today.
a good one. It was Bama, wasn't it?
Baylor, Gonzaga.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Gonzaga's good. Give me the upset, baby. I'm going Baylor.
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's crazy. I'm going Gonzaga.
So for those of you that thought this was just a football show, this is not just a football show.
No.
We've kind of been slacking on doing all the other sports, but that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. As NBA started this week.
Yes, it did.
Yes, it did. Yes, the NBA did start this week. And my man, Zach Edey, has played decent.
I haven't looked at Zach Edey at all.
He hasn't played terrible.
All I know is that the Cavs are looking amazing.
Yeah, well, my team's undefeated too, so.
You're a Celtics fan.
I'm a Celtics fan.
That doesn't even count.
Whatever.
Yeah, you're a Celtics fan.
Let's hop into MLB.
Oh, yeah.
So my pick was wrong.
Yep.
I said Yankees in 5. But give me Yankees in 7.
give me Yankees in 7.
Is that what you're taking too?
No, I said Dodgers in 7. That night.
You did.
I'm changing mine to Dodgers and 5.
Do they win it all tonight?
No, they'll lose this one, but they'll win Wednesday.
So 5. Dodgers in 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop in a little bit of the NBA.
That'd be crazy if they win it all tonight.
Would. For NBA, we're not going to do each individual game. What you're going to tell me is you're going to tell me who you think wins the NBA championship this year.
Oh.
I have Celtics going on a repeat.
Oh man. Do I be a homer?
You can.
I kind of want to.
Okay, do it.
I am going to go the Cavs. They look really.
Okay. Who wins the MVP this year?
Oh man, now you're getting really.
I'm taking JT.
Really?
It's about time he wins one. It's not a bad pick.
That's not. He's played really good. I don't have him in. Do I have him in fantasy? I don't think I have him in fantasy.
I don't have him in fantasy. I have Jokic in fantasy.
That's crazy.
He dropped 40 last night.
Who's the one player I have in fantasy that just went off for me last week? Hang on. Gotta check this real quick because he went off for me and he got me like 60 points.
Really?
It was the only reason I won last week. Well, of course Anthony Davis got me 70 points, but I don't know who I picked for MVP. That's a hard question.
The other one I thought about was Anthony Edwards.
See, like, I don't know.
Or does Jokic win it again?
I don't know if I'm informed enough on like the players to really decide that yet.
And you don't have to be. We can go back over this like next week or something.
Yeah, because I think like this, since this is my first like time paying attention to the NBA, I'm like,
yeah. So, and I got one more question for you. Who wins the Heisman?
Let's hear it.
Because there was new Heisman favorites that came out today, and the QB at Oregon, Dylan Gabriel, is now the new favorite.
It has to be Gianti still, right?
Yeah, I'm taking Ashton Genty.
That's what I meant. Gianti, whatever. However you say it. It has to be him. Because if it's not, then come on.
The only reason Dylan Gabriel's in the conversation now is because he this weekend, he's now number 2 in all-time passing yards in college football.
That's
Which
crazy.
is impressive.
That is, but okay, that kind of. I don't know.
I'm still taking Genty. I don't think it matters. Guy that runs the ball like that, he's my guy.
That's true.
So yeah, watch World Series tonight.
Yeah, could be a sweep for the first time ever, I think, which is insane.
Yeah,
I guess when you pay as much as you do,
and then NBA as well.
Watch the Cavs. Oh,
Cavs don't play tonight.
Well, not tonight, but just in general.
You watch Nuggets play the Nets. Jokic, averaging 32 points and 10 rebounds. Watch Luka Doncic.
I stopped betting on the NBA. Don't bet on the NBA. It's not a good idea.
Don't watch the NBA?
No, don't bet on it.
Oh, no, yeah. Don't do sports betting. Actually, you can. If you're over the age of 21.
Hey, it's 18 in some parts of it.
Okay.
And it's not a good idea to a degree. But you can win sometimes.
You could. You got anything?
Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
Whatever. All right.
Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
On that note, thank you for joining us this week. See you all next week on episode 6 of Beyond the Scoreboard, as we will hear more of Roach's craziness.
Hey.
All right.
Come on now. Hey, we'll see you next week, guys.
See you next week.